Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Switch on the coffee maker. Okay. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Lightworks Media with your boy Warren J. We are back with Alan Wake, Chapter 2. So before we get started, just like a recap of all the crazy stuff that's happened so far. Alan Wake and his wife go on a vacation to get away from the city because he's got writer's block or whatever.
Coffee's on.
Great,
And,
thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
I mean, I past that, I don't know what to say. All heck breaks loose. A whole bunch of unexplained stuff. So I'm just gonna leave it alone for now because we went back 3 years. So we're just gonna.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Examine the mock-ups. So she actually did the.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Oh, back to the present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Did he just say that?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
What is
I don't
with
have the
her?
luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
What's wrong with her?
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Okay. So I was lost for a minute.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Oh, that's a cat. I was about to say, what is that? Missing. Jacob Miller, Bruce Dansky, Richard Bow on the camping trip overdue hadn't been in contact.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on
That
Cauldron
doesn't
Lake?
exist.
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me. I need to take this.
Just tell her you got in an accident and you walked
Alan,
there.
please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're
Mr.
watching
Wake,
you.
can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he'd quit drinking for good.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here!
Okay, so what's the deal with everybody being afraid of the dark? Like everybody, and I'm sure I'm gonna see him later when the monsters start coming up
The
again.
early morning light
It's gonna
hurt
be
my
him.
eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
It's on the left. Not without hitting my thermal.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but
Okay, yeah, yep.
let's save it for the party and leave the shooting.
There's a hole in the fence. What kind of span kick was that? Okay, so I guess we need to look at okay, the sudden stop.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss. that killed me.
Murder scene?
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. The gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
What? Was that? Oh, yeah, that is. The woman in the diner.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
So eventually we're gonna run into this kidnapper.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers. A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Okay, so is that a glimpse of the future? Like, I don't know.
I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have
I don't know how to put this story together.
Regrettable little outing. They are not accountable.
Like, how do you
Are
explain
you
all
feeling
this
any better,
stuff?
Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey, come on!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? we don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No!
Okay, Mom.
Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
All right, wait here.
Yeah, we don't need that kind of energy.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk.
Okay, I was trying to go get it, but you kept talking.
A kidnapper?
What is
Those
with every...
situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
What is with everybody talking?
If you're trying to pull a joke on me,
Look,
me
man.
out, it's working. Ha ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry.
Say something. I
Wait
promise.
here.
Say something else. Thank you. Shut up. Okay. Shut up.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake.
All right.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of
Bye,
stuff.
guy. Bye. I'll see you later. I'll be in the car. I'll be in the car. Good Lord.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al,
And he's still talking.
we should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Barry, the killer! This is not a debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by
please,
morning, call the
be quiet.
cavalry.
Please, stop talking, okay? And... You need a mask,
Be
bro?
careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again. Archie!
Get away from me.
Bless you.
Yeah.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al.
Shut up!
Lock the door now.
Okay, back into the night.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever
Oh,
done.
I do have a gun.
But I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
What the f- By the time this game is over, I will hate crows forever. Oh wow, I didn't think I could actually come in here, but okay. Always got a radio.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to make.
Whoa! Oh my god. Okay, I see.
Taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Okay, y'all got me.
I'm gonna check out the police.
Maybe Alan is having like mental episodes when he's out in the dark. I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, because we're meeting at Lover's Peak. Okay. Not another one. Please don't let it be another one. It's another one.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs.
In the Twilight Zone. This game is already confusing enough. Oh, well, look, a phone. Okay, here we go. We got another one. Rusty dying.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
Rusty's not the... Is that the owner of the place that we're staying at? The dude that was treating the dogs.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming!
Rusty. What is that noise? What is that noise?
Anybody? Help me!
You mean to tell me?
Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone?
Hello?
Please help! Back here. I'm back here.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page.
I just picked up the paper.
It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Man, Rusty looked like he's out of there already.
Did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
We found the page from the manuscript. Oh, okay.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Found another page telling us what's getting ready to happen. Oh, get the lights on. Why would I have to come over here to get the lights on?
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Okay, well, let me have the axe. Oh man, that thing just caved in on him. What the heck was that?
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Man, it's the Taken from Destiny. Okay, hold on now. Hold on, y'all. Oh, okay. We playing with axes today, huh? Come on, come on. Yeah, back up. I gotta start counting my bullets. Yo, this is. What is this? I can't even.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
What is going on? Bucktooth Charlie, Colombian mammoth.
Please don't feed the animals.
Here we go.
Fishing is only
Oh, they killed Max.
Who purchased a park fishing license? Obey the park ranger's instructions at all times. Rusty? Rusty, no! Never! Two bears and wolves! Never approach any other...
Look.
Pets must be leashed.
How you move that fast and talk like that at the same time? Come on, I can't even.
This includes even
Look how fast this man is moving.
even simple berries.
Wait. Ooh. Thank you, finally. Oh, that's not good. Come on. Yep, son. Stop throwing stuff at me. Not to tell you to quit throwing stuff at me, boy. Oh, okay, okay. Catch that. Disrespectful. Yep. Okay, we're good. Uh-huh. Did we find another page? Yep. Rusty. No. Look, we on the scene. We saw all this.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Poor Rusty, poor Max. May they rest in peace. What is... Okay.
What the hell was that? I saw it from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Does that even matter? Did Rusty open the door? I think that whatever it was opened the door itself and ripped the door off and tore up the whole front of the cabin. But I mean, I guess that's the best advice you can give, you know. I'm not gonna. Okay. If I had no other reason to play this game, it is to see what happens at the end, because I need answers.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. The white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.